Hello, lovely viewers. I welcome you all to today's episode on Health Matters. Indeed, your health really matters. I am still your host, Nurse Inseido. And as we all know, this month is Purple Month, which is Mental Health Awareness Month. And as part of the awareness, last week we treated depression. We got to know that it goes beyond the feeling of sadness, and we also got to know some preventive measures in order to save ourselves and our loved ones from going through depression. Today too, we come your way with another interesting and educative topic. Today we are here to discuss about anxiety disorders and panic attack. And today we are blessed to have two beautiful, dedicated, hardworking senior nurses from Kwesimintim Government Hospital. But before I introduce our special guest to you, my lovely viewers, I'd like to ask a question. Have you ever been nervous before the start of an exam, a presentation, or an interview? How did your body react to it? Send in your comments to our comment section and we will surely acknowledge them. Don't also forget to like, share, and subscribe to all our social media platforms. That way, we can spread this good news to everyone for them to hear about this. We are about to get going. As said earlier, we are blessed to have two senior nurses from Kwesimintim Government Hospital. So, lovely viewers, help me as we welcome our special guest to today's episode. So, on the show this evening, we have with us Sister Grace Ejiru. You are welcome, Sister Grace.
Thank you.
We also have with us Sister Evelyn Asantoa. You are welcome.
Thank you very
It's a
much.
great pleasure having you both on today's episode.
Thank
They
you.
are not just beautiful, they are also endowed with knowledge. And today they are here to educate us a whole lot about our topic anxiety disorders and panic attack. Grab your pen, your pencils, your notebook, your notepad. Stay glued to your seat as we set the ball rolling. So I'm starting from Sister Grace. Before I ask my first question, most often when we hear of anxiety, we think it's all about overthinking. Is it true?
I would say no because anxiety is not just about thinking.
Okay.
It's also about it's manifesting in our physical bodies.
Okay.
So you don't just think about something, but it also comes out physically. So
Okay.
say anxiety is the fear of
Fear of
unknown.
unknown. Okay.
So how does it manifest? So we'll say that it's the body's natural response to stress,
Okay.
which comes out physically.
Okay. So my first question is, what is anxiety disorder? When we talk about that, what comes in mind? And how is it different from normal worrying?
So normal worrying, in worrying, you are thinking about something is just in your mind. You are worrying about something. But when it comes to anxiety and being a disorder to when the fear of that unknown persists for a long time. So let's say you are going to write an exams
Okay.
and you have the fear that how will the questions be? How will I be able
To
to
do it.
solve the questions?
Yes.
Will I be able to pass? That one will help you to learn more. But when that fear persists for a long time, even after writing the exams, even after the results has come, you are still thinking about it. It is becoming something that you can't control
Sure.
within a period
Period
of
of
time.
time.
Let's say from 2 months to 6 months, you are still having that fear. It is a disorder.
Disorder.
But a general anxiety, like a normal anxiety, is normal that we all go through. But when it persists and it's consistent for that 6 months or more, it becomes a disorder.
Okay. Thank you so much. So we come to you, Sister Evelyn. So my next question is, at what point does this normal worrying tend to become a disorder?
I think my sister just mentioned that in submission. Worrying, just as he said, we all go through it.
Okay.
It's just a signal that is asking us to clarify whether we are safe or we are in danger. So if you are in danger, what do? You find solutions. And then if you are safe, your mind is cleared. But if this worrying persists, aside that the situation has already passed and then you are still pondering
Feeling
over it or you are feeling that, then it means that you are entering into anxiety disorder.
anxiety
So at a
disorder.
point when it exceeds 6 months and over, then you have entered into anxiety
Disorder.
disorder.
Okay, so it becomes a disorder when it goes beyond 2 to 6 months.
It interferes
Yes,
with
and it
your daily activities.
yes, thank you so much. It interferes with our day-to-day
Yes,
life
exactly.
activities. That is when we realize that we are gradually entering anxiety disorder. Thank you so much. So back to you, Sister Grace. When we talk of panic attack, what is it about?
So, panic attack, I would say that it's an intense fear. So, the anxiety is there and it has aggravated, it has become intense,
Intense.
it is now overwhelming.
Okay.
That is panic attack. In that you now have chest pains, tightening of the
The
chest,
chest.
you can't even breathe. And it is something that comes suddenly.
Okay.
Yeah, it comes suddenly. It can be when you are sleeping, when you are driving, when you are in the middle of something. It just comes. That fear, that
It's
intense fear comes in, and it becomes something that you cannot control. So
okay.
that is panic attack.
I remember way back in school when we were going to write an exam. The moment I got to the entrance of the gate and I saw the seat, everything arranged, my heart just pounded within me. So can I say at that moment I was having panic attack?
At that moment, that was anxiety.
Okay.
But if it had been a panic attack, you wouldn't be able to write your exams.
Exams. Okay.
Your heart will be pounding so much. Now you'll be touching your chest that my heart is beating fast. I can't do anything.
Okay.
Then you have to be taken out of the exam. But that's one that you experience is anxiety.
Anxiety. Oh, okay. Right. So if it had persisted for like 6 months, it means I was gradually
Shifting
shifting.
somewhere.
Okay. Okay. That's cool. So I'll come to you, Sister Evelyn. So my next question is, what are some of the causes and triggers of anxiety disorders and panic attack?
Thank you for the questions. When it comes to mental health conditions, ideally we don't have a cause for that condition, but a whole lot of factors come into play for that condition to come. And some of these triggering factors are genetics. When it runs in the family, the possibility of transferring it
Transferring.
to the other offspring is there. Then when it comes to trauma, someone will go through traumatic events from childhood to adulthood. Such a person can be prone to anxiety disorder or panic attacks. And then when there are also underlying health conditions, ideally it causes that anxiety attack. You can imagine walking to the hospital, you are strong, and then when they conduct a lab and then they will end up telling you you have cancer, you can
Yes. That
see
trauma
how
that minute.
this will go. So when you hear sad things, it's make you prone to having an anxiety. Also,
Okay.
when you have mental health issues, most of the times you are prone to having that. Again, when you are dependent on then alcohol and then drugs, most of the time when we are having the withdrawal phase, the anxiety tends to worsen. You go through that. So that will be all for that. I don't know if Sister
Anything
Grace has
you
something
want
to
to
add
add
on.
on?
Okay, let me also say build up stress.
Okay.
When you have so much doing at a time and you don't know what to do, anxiety sets in. And also how the economy is, even financial crisis can
Cause
cause someone to have anxiety
okay.
disorder.
Okay. Thank you so much. I'm sure you are enjoying the way the conversation is going and you are putting down some notes, right? Because I'm learning a lot here. So, please, this question goes to both of you. What are some of the signs that someone portrays that will help us know that this person is going through anxiety disorder or panic attack?
Okay. When you talk about anxiety, the cardinal signs that you see from that person, all of a sudden you see that frequent urinate, all of a sudden you feel like visiting the washroom.
Yes.
Yes. Sometimes there's severe headaches. It interrupts your sleeps. You cannot able to sleep well.
Okay.
Yes. And then your day-to-day activity sometimes becomes a little bit interrupted
Okay.
because your mind is scanning what could go wrong. And so you are not able to focus.
Okay.
And when it comes to panic attack, you see that there's this, because it's sudden, it's very intense, there's this pounding heartbeat. You feel that your heart is beating. And some also will describe it as wanting to faint. There is tightness of the chest, that you cannot breathe, shortness of breath. So that goes for panic attack.
Okay. Thank you so much, Sister Grace.
Okay, so I'll also say that with anxiety, you see that the person is in air condition, but I'll still be sweating.
Okay.
That person is anxious.
Anxious.
And then the person may even shiver or stammer at a time.
Okay.
See, the person doesn't stammer, but because the person is anxious, you see that he will be stammering. And also, as irritability, the person becomes angry at anything that someone does to him or her, even if it's not something that is not supposed to be angry about. And we have people also going, experiencing diarrhea.
It's true. I remember I experienced that.
Yes, that is
Suddenly,
anxiety for you.
I felt like using the washroom because I've seen the room is set for examination.
So
Yes.
that is anxiety for you.
Okay. Thank you so much. So, is there any difference between anxiety disorder and panic attack?
Yes, there is a
Okay, I
difference.
like the way the conversation is going.
There is a difference.
Okay.
You can notice the difference from the onset and then the intensity.
Okay.
With a panic attack, it is sudden. It can happen at any time. It could be in your sleep, in the middle of work, it could be during when you are driving. It just spark all of a sudden and then lasts for somewhere 10 minutes or 20 minutes. But with anxiety, it is gradual.
Gradual.
It starts with the worrying, and then it becomes excessive, and then the fear is setting in.
Okay.
Uh-huh. And then the intensity with the panic attack, just as we said, is intense,
Yes.
unlike the anxiety.
Okay. Thank you so much. So, Sister Grace, is there any other thing you'd like to add?
Yes,
Up?
that is what my sister has said.
Okay.
Anxiety is something that is gradual with the onset, but the panic attack is a sudden something. And with the symptoms, the anxiety is more of a moderate something, but with the panic attack, it is the severe and intense. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So, panic attack usually happens suddenly, and there's this intense fear and tightness of the chest. Yes. So, my next question is about the panic attack. I had tightness or a tightness of the chest and this intense fear. So, how can somebody tell the difference between um, having panic attack or other medical conditions? Because there are some that also have tightness of the chest.
Okay, so with the anxiety, the panic attack, the thing is within the mind.
Okay.
It's within the mind and it's manifesting. So there was fear. The person fears that he or she is going to die.
Okay.
But when it comes to the medical aspect of it, if the person is suffering from chest pain, which is a heart attack, it is the intense pain, the physical pain that the person is thinking of. And with the panic attack too, as the onset is just short.
Okay.
Let me say duration. Yeah, the duration is very short. Maybe within 10 minutes to 30 minutes, the pain or the tightness has
Tightness.
subsided. But when it comes to the medical condition, if you're having a heart attack and you don't do anything about it, it can worsen. So
Okay.
you need to be sent to the hospital. Or maybe you're having difficulty in breathing, which is due to the panic attack. That one you can be able to calm
Calm the
down.
person.
Yes, but when it is about asthma, that you are having the tightness of the
Just
chest and difficulty
difficulty.
in breathing, unless the person has been given medicine before you'll be able to breathe well. And if you don't do anything about it, the person can die out of it. But with a panic attack, no. And if the person is also is the medical one is more of biological,
Okay.
but with a panic attack is more of psychological. It's in the person's mind.
Okay. Any other thing
Yeah,
you?
that is what he has said. It's more of psychological. The person has this kind of sense fear,
Yeah.
so it's in the mind.
Okay.
Unlike the medical aspects, there is a cause. It could be that maybe there's some shortage of blood supply to the brain or something, or there could be any underlying condition like that. Just as I said, biological causes. Yes.
So we've gotten to know that panic attack sometimes can give some signs of other medical conditions like asthma and then heart attack, as we may all say. Yes, but I will urge you all that if it is your first time having this tightness of chest without any medical condition, please do well to visit any nearby hospital for them to conduct further
Further
um,
investigation.
investigations to bring out if there is something that is causing it medically. We can treat it early to save your life. If you also experience difficulty breathing as well, and it is your first time, no medical condition underlying, please and please do well to visit any nearby hospital, because when we start treatment early, we are able to save ourselves and our loved ones. So my next question is, what are some of the healthy coping strategies that will help somebody to save himself and loved ones from going through depression? But before I come to you, my lovely guest, I would like to ask my dear lovely viewers, you know that time that you were having this anxious feeling and you were feeling nervous during your exam or a presentation? Yes. So what were some of those coping strategies that you did? Something that you did personally that helped you to come out of that stressful moment or deal with that stressful moment? Send all those things to our comment section and we will surely acknowledge them. Still, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe because health matters. Indeed, your health really matters here. Continue to stay glued to your seat as the conversation is ongoing. So, back to you, my lovely guest. Starting from Sister Grace, as I asked, some coping measures that will help somebody to overcome or deal with anxiety disorders and then panic attack.
Okay, so I would say that with anxiety and panic attacks, you have to know yourself,
Okay.
know what you can do, and know what you cannot.
Cannot.
So, as I said earlier, it's the body's natural response to stress. So, if you are faced with the challenge and you know you can do it, you gather all the courage to do
To do
it.
it.
If you know you cannot do it, you back out. So,
Okay.
we have something called fight or flee. You are faced with, you are going to a place and you see snake. What can you do? Is either you gather the courage, take some stone or stick, hit the snake and kill it, or you run away.
Sure.
So that is it. And then again, you are going to write an exams. You think that it is difficult. You've learned. You've tried all that you could. You've learned all that you can learn. At the gates, you are having anxiety. You are anxious. You just take in a deep breath, and then you exhale. So you take in deep breath, and then you exhale, and you become calm. You calm your nerves down. And also, something that you can do day to day, you try to reduce caffeine,
Okay.
and also regular exercise. You take in good, healthy diet, and try to sleep on time.
Okay.
Doing something to calm your nervous system is something that
So
can
if
help
I
you.
take in alcohol because I'm nervous and I have to calm my nervous system,
Yes.
so
So
take the
today,
alcohol.
today you've taken in alcohol to calm yourself down.
Okay.
Tomorrow you have to go in
To take
to
another
take
one.
in another one.
Okay.
You will be taking. You become a drunkard very soon. You
Yes,
become addicted
dependence,
to it. It's
tolerance.
yes. Today you've taken one. Tomorrow you have to go in for two,
Okay.
because that one that you took yesterday will not be enough for
Enough.
you.
Okay.
So you become your habits, and then boom, you are at the addiction stage that you cannot do without the drug. You cannot do without the alcohol or the trauma or whatever that you are taking. So it is better you stay away from drugs and try to do it yourself.
Okay. Thank
A
you
little
so
to add
much.
up,
Okay.
when it happens that a person is experiencing this anxiety disorders, most of them try to distract themselves
Okay.
just to, dodge or not
Right.
experience it. But mind you, if you distract yourself after that episode,
So still
the
come
thoughts will
again.
still come back again. So all that I would say is observe it.
Okay.
What I mean by observing it, ask yourself what is actually causing that. Is it the exams that I'm going to write? Is it that I'm not prepared enough? Or is it the outcome that I'm going to get is what I'm worried about? Observe it and then explore it.
Okay.
When you explore it, it helps you to come out with some kind of
Solution.
solutions that will help you come out of it. Like, I'm nervous. So what do I do? Will I be this all my life? How will I come out? What will I add up to come out of this? You're exploring. And mind you, when you do that, it becomes beneficial. And then attach some values. It could be religious grounds or cultural grounds. In a sense that in my parts, most of the times I base that on the word of God.
Okay.
That the Bible even says that He didn't give us the spirit of fear and
Fear.
timidity, but of boldness and of sound mind. So with that positive affirmation, I'm able to come out. And I will set example in my church. My pastor normally will pick you at a random. That, my sister, can you read this quotation? Or, my sister, kindly sing this song for me. Sometimes at a point that the pastor will pick you,
Not even
especially I
prepared.
become I become nervous a bit.
Yeah.
So all
it's
of a
true.
sudden I start to panic, or I start to have that kind of
Sure,
anxiety
anxiety.
in me. So I gathered the courage and I went to the pastor and I said, Pastor, not that I don't want to do it. I want to do it. But this is the case. When you call me at a random, I begin to
Becomes difficult for you.
have nervousness. So please kindly signal me
Okay.
so that at least I can prepare
Prepare yourself.
psychologically and then come out.
Okay.
So with that, you have gotten your coping strategies
Okay.
to work through it. But when you distract yourself, ideally it's not helpful because it keeps intruding in your thoughts. Yes.
Thank you so much. I really liked the coping strategy. One thing that I'm taking for myself is for me to be able to deal with any anxiety or any stressful moment that I go through, I should know myself. So, to you, my dear viewers, know yourself and positively affirm to yourself, either basing on the scripture, spiritually, or culturally, anything that you believe in, positively affirm it to yourself. And we shouldn't try to hide or run away from those stressful moments that we face, because if we run away from them, it will keep coming. So rather, we should face it, we should walk through it, explore, and find the ways and means to go about it. I like the aspect that you said you boldly confronted your pastor that you really want to do it, but he should give you some signals to prepare yourself psychologically. So I would like to ask a question at this moment, that how does the community, the society, family, friends, like how do they help us to overcome all these things?
Okay, thank you for the questions. I would say that if you happen to be around someone who is facing this condition,
Okay.
anxiety disorder or panic attack, please kindly be a support system for that person,
Okay.
because all we need is each other. When you see someone going through crisis, you back the person up. A word of encouragement will do. But then if you turn our back to that person, it makes conditions worse. So all that I would say is we should be a support system. As a family member, as a community member, as a neighbor, just support.
Okay. Is there anything you'd like to
And
add?
I'll also say that, as my sister said, you should support the person. You shouldn't say that the person is doing too much. Oh, onokro ye bitoto. Ade kakra ye no. You want to compound the situation. No, you don't know what the person is going through. So at least the little support that you can give to the person, try and then give to. Don't condemn the feelings of the individual, but rather encourage the person so that it will help the person to come out of the situation that the person is going through.
So I should be a support system for someone who is going through anxiety or panic attack. And before somebody can become a support system, sometimes if we don't take the initiative, it becomes difficult for someone to detect that. Let's use normal headache for example. If I don't tell my mom or somebody close to me that I'm having headache, how can someone know that I'm having headache for them to give me medication to treat this headache that I'm feeling? So what can you tell somebody who is silently keeping all that he or she is feeling to him or herself?
Okay, so as we already said about the coping mechanisms, so you are the person going through the situation. So you have to know yourself, and you have to know that you are not in it alone. Another other person is going through that, but that person is able to control or work things out for themselves. Yes, we can be of help. The family or the community can help, but what are you doing yourself to help you come out of that situation? So even if all the people around you are trying to do something for you, if you don't help yourself, no one will. Yes, say if you don't make yourself happy, no one will make you happy. The same way, if you are going through something and you don't try to help yourself, it will not be able to go away. But you try to encourage yourself, as you said earlier on, encourage yourself and take a bold step in correcting everything yourself. Then the family will also add up to it, will make it whole.
Okay. Thank you so
To
much.
add up, you don't have to be silent in all situations. Most of the times, you have a word that they say, silence is golden. But then you don't have to be silent when the situation is compounding. You just have to take a bold step. Grab a shirt or a dress, take a cool sip of water, and then try testing someone you trust.
Okay.
Someone you trust. That this is what I'm going through. Can you be of help? That alone is a step.
Okay.
And then you take it from there.
Take it from there. So, one thing that I'm taking from this, it means that if I voice out my problem or something that I'm going through and it's becoming overwhelming for me, it doesn't mean I'm weak.
No.
It rather shows how strong
Strong
or
you
bold
are.
I am.
Yeah.
Yes. So please, I'm urging you, my lovely viewers following us, from all social media handles. Please, and please again, when you're going through any stressful moment and then you realize that it is gradually becoming overwhelming, please do well to talk to someone that you trust, someone you know could be of help to you. So this leads to my next question, that is it even treatable? Anxiety and panic attack, are they treatable?
So, yes, when you come for treatment early.
Okay.
So, when the thing starts, you take the initiative, see a specialist.
Okay.
At the initial stage, you'll be able to solve the problem. But when you wait for it to become chronic,
Okay.
you can't.
Only be managed.
Yes.
Okay.
Like some mental conditions, when you are able to come to the hospital early for treatment, you'll be able to treat it.
Okay.
But when you wait for it to extend to some level, it cannot be treated.
Cannot be treated. Okay, so my next question is, when do we seek professional help, and whom are the people that we should go to for this help?
Okay, thank you. So initially we said that it's psychological, right? So the moment you exceed worrying, you
Okay.
enter into anxiety disorder,
Okay.
and you see that it is actually interfering with your day-to-day activity. You are not able to sleep, you don't go to work, you don't feel like socializing, you're always indoor, to the extent of even having suicidal thoughts, then you should know that it is serious, and then you need to seek for
Seek.
help. And then you can seek for help at any facility. As it stands now, mental health units is all over.
Okay.
When you
Wow.
when you
That's
go to
that's
even
good.
private and government hospital, there's a mental health unit
Okay.
Even
there.
health centers.
Even health centers.
Oh, that's
You get a mental health personnel that will see you through. If
okay.
it's beyond us, we can refer you to see
Right.
the psychologist, the psychiatrist, to take it also from there.
Okay. Any
No, that's all.
So now we've gotten to know when we should seek for this help and the right people to go to. As our sister said, from the initial stage, we can treat it. So it means that early detection helps to save a life. So please and please again, let's voice whatever that we are going through out. Seek for the help early so we can be able to treat it and we will all be fine. I'm sure you are enjoying the way the conversation is going. Still, send in your questions to our comment section. Like, follow, and share for all people to also get this good news that we are bringing. Before we draw the curtains down for today's discussion, I'd like you both to give us your last words. What is one thing that you want people to remember after today's discussion?
Okay. Thank you so much. So, what I would say is that anxiety on its own is just a normal feeling that we all go through. It becomes a problem when it interferes with your daily activities and the people around you.
Okay.
So, as a human being, you know yourself and you know when something is going away or something is not going on well. Especially our men, they want to show that yes,
There you go.
aha, omo show bibia.
Igwe.
There is nothing wrong with them. That is the issue. So you being a man, you also have mental health issues.
Okay.
You also need to voice out
Okay.
so that if you need help, there is help for you. And tena fie na nkasa me de me ye be man tinu bibia aha me. A man kwan na call situations like that. No.
Okay.
Anybody at all can
And go through.
go through that and be a support system, as we said. Be a support system for a friend, for a relative. You don't know. Say nipa ne kan, you say I can't ni ana can whatever.
See, they are winning
Na inti aka baako a. Don't think say aka no ninti no. Enka o. So ni bi beba abefa also. So try to help someone who is going through such situations. Said they be a yen na ye betina asumdwe.
Thank you.
Okay. To add up, I would say that we all go through anxiety. So when you go through it, please try as much as possible to tackle the roots from there.
The situation from the
The
roots.
situation. Tackle it from there. Don't wait till you enter into anxiety disorder. Even when you get there and you feel that the situation is uncomfortable, please try as much as possible to control yourself and walk through it. Don't distract yourself. Walk through it. For all you know, the loudest form of anxiety, when you explore it can be beneficial to you.
Beneficial.
Yes.
Thank you so much. It's been such a great time with you on today's episode. So, to you, my lovely viewers, I'm sure you have learned a lot for today, right? And as they've given us in their last words, they've summarized everything for us. And I like the fact that they said, Amen. Yes. Most of the times, I say, Bear soon, bear man, you say, so, oh, call how be mumpa. I say, because I'm a man, I have to keep it to myself. But please, bear soon. But I do, baby, I share monsoon. Na yɛntimi mboa mo sɛ moensu a yɛhu sɛ biribi ha mo nti yɛhyerɛ mo ɛyɛ a na moesu na yɛtumi ayɛ mboa ama mo bebree megye di sɛ woasua adeɛ bebree ɛwɔ ɛnɛ da yi nkitaho a yɛne yɛ sisters ɛnyaayɛ. So don't forget, today we discussed about anxiety disorders and we had two special guests from Kwesi Mentim Hospital, senior nurses at that. Sister Grace Ejiru and then Sister Evelyn Asantua on the show with us, and it's been such a great time. Thank you too for making time to follow us. This program wouldn't have been successful without your presence. We really appreciate you. And to our new subscribers and to our new followers, we say thank you and welcome you all to Health Matters Show. This place, your health really matters. So drop in your comments, drop in your questions, and all that you have. Follow, like, and share. And not to forget, I am still your host, Nurse Inseidu. We will see you next in the same time on our next episode, and we will come your way with an interesting topic as we have done today too. Thank you so much and have a good evening. Bye.
Bye.